What's up, Average Dad fans? Happy 2025, and this is a different one to start off the year. Yes, I get a bit of a break in this video. You'll be delighted to hear it's not my ugly mug you're having a view the whole time. My dear friend, colleague, and fellow Scotsman / kind of Englishman, James has taken the reins. Yes, he received his Huawei Mate 70 Pro Plus the exact same time I did. Now, I got my video out straight away, first impressions, but that was my experienced, hands-on opinions. What I want to give to you is a newbie's perspective. James had never owned a Chinese ROM device, let alone a Huawei before. So, here are his impressions and experience over the past 2 weeks using the phone, and ultimately, has he decided to stick with that phone or go back to his daily driver? Let's go!
Hi, I'm James. I'm the newest member of Average Dad. To explain a little bit backstory between how I know Mike is we went to the same school in Edinburgh and lived in the same area. We became really good friends, partly because we drank in the same bar, and then we eventually moved in together. Not in that way, just as good friends. Although I'm pretty sure when we actually did sign the deed, we made out as if we were partners to get a better deal, or to avoid some sort of counselling issues. I don't know whether Mike will keep that in because I don't know how legal that was, but yeah. There was a time where me and Mike were in an actual proper relationship, so yeah, there's that. But yeah, the times that me and Mike lived together in Morningside, if he's going to keep that in as well, I don't know. The time that we lived in Morningside together was some of the best times of my life, and I'm sure Mike will agree. I mean, obviously, kids and family comes first, but then outside of that, that's definitely some of the funnest times I've had. Maybe, hopefully, Mike might be able to edit in a couple of videos that are on his Facebook of me and him messing around the dead leg game that we had, and then maybe me just filming him when it was like New Year, just being a little bit drunk. And the reason why we're doing this video is I have never owned a Chinese ROM phone before, so Mike wanted to get a fresh eyes approach to this, since he's owned hundreds, maybe thousands at this point, who knows, just to see how it is for a newbie like me, or someone who's never owned a Chinese ROM phone, how easy it is for me to navigate. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was actually quite difficult initially, not with like the functionality of the phone, because it's just like a normal phone that you have. My current phone that I have is an Oppo Find X8 Pro global version. So the Huawei itself isn't hard to navigate, but what is hard to navigate is actually installing Google and Google services onto it. So I did actually watch the video, or watch videos with what Mike had done before for the Huawei Mate XT. Hopefully puts the link in the bottom of the video there, so you can do it if you too want to add Google Play services to your Huawei device. But I made a few errors which I really wish I didn't in the first place. Is when I first got the phone, I actually started taking photos with it. So I thought that you were able to add the Google Play services relatively easy, but it turns out that wasn't the case. I turned on the phone and I just started using it, and then I went to the video to look at the steps, which probably in hindsight I should have just done the steps immediately from unboxing the phone, because I had all this footage and all these photos of like the amazing camera that it does have on it, but because I wasn't able to install Google Play services, I wasn't able to upload them to our Drive file to share them for the video. So I had to do like a crazy workaround. Well, it's not really a crazy workaround, but it was just more of a hassle to do, where I Bluetoothed the images from that to my current phone, the Oppo, and yeah, like it just took a much longer time than what it would have done with the Google Drive in place. So, but yeah, now like I was able to install it. What I actually had to eventually do is when I initially started up the phone, I set my region to where I am now. Like I live in Finland, which like in hindsight, I should have watched the video explaining how to put on Google services, Google Play services onto the phone prior to even unboxing the phone, because one of the main steps that Mike says to do, or like people in general say to do when adding Google Play services to the phone, is set the region to China because of the Huawei account, or Huawei ID, I think if that's what it's called, has to be set to that in order for it to work properly. So I opened up the box and immediately set it to English, and then set my region to where I am, Finland. And then when it came to me trying to install the Google Play services, downloading the 3 files and then the Aurora store, it wouldn't let me do it because the Huawei ID wasn't set to China, or the region on the phone wasn't set to China. So I had to do a factory reset, which meant that I had to then somehow get all the videos and pictures that I had used on the phone to the Google Drive without actually having access to Google Drive. So the workaround that you can do with the phone is you can Bluetooth the pictures. It does take a longer time to do this because you're literally just putting 2 phones side by side and then just letting Bluetooth transmit them from one phone to the other. So yeah, so I was able to do it, but it did take like 30-40 minutes to upload. Hopefully he's going to put pictures and some videos that I done now when I'm talking, I hope. But as for that, it's actually, the actual phone itself is really, really nice, like super premium. Just like the fingerprint sensor being on the side was like really, really cool compared to the one where you have to put your thumb on the screen. Yeah, like uninstalling the Chinese apps or the bloatware was relatively straightforward as well. That was quite easy to do. Eventually getting round to putting on the Google Play services to the phone was also quite easy once you follow the steps, but to a T. So if you, the viewer, are going to buy a Chinese phone, I would strongly suggest watching videos first on how to install Google Play services to the phone itself before even unboxing the phone, just so you know that like whenever you do get a Huawei device, make sure you set the region to China first. That was the biggest hurdle that I had with installing Google Play services. But my current phone is the Oppo Find X8 Pro global version, and I absolutely love that phone. I love its camera system. I love like the Color OS, the operating system that it uses. I think that's the best phone of the year. Granted, I haven't tried all the phones that Mike has tried and reviewed in his videos, but I love the Oppo Find X8 Pro. So if there's a choice between that and the Huawei that I've had, just because of the ease of use with the Oppo and the fact that the Google Play services are already installed, there's zero Chinese bloatware, I'm just used to the functionality of it at this point. I wouldn't switch it for the Huawei, although I could understand why people would, because the camera is also amazing on that. So, but just in my personal opinion, I would rather stick with the Oppo that I had. Although this is also a fantastic phone. I think yeah, I don't know whether that's going to pick up not good at all or not, but. Hopefully, Mike has been able to piece together like some semblance of a video on this. If not, like I'm really sorry. This is my first time of doing something like this, so super nervous. Hopefully, this is all okay. Thank you. Goodbye.
So there we have it. I think you can all join me in giving Jamie a round of applause. Making a YouTube video is not easy, otherwise everyone would do it. I have managed to luck out through life and I'm very used to just chatting nonsense to anyone that'll listen. But it is not easy. So James, well done mate, you smashed it. Now in terms of his decision making, he picked his Oppo. He decided Huawei, while the hardware was fantastic. The photos and videos that I put on from James and the ones I've included in my previous videos, we know Huawei are great with cameras. But we also know that sometimes micro G can be a bit of a pain, especially when you're not used to installing it. And I think that's where James got to. He installed micro G. It works fine. Once you've got it installed, all the apps download okay. But he ultimately decided that his Oppo X8 Pro Global was the phone for him. So, what do you think? Is the Huawei Mate 70 Pro Plus worth the extra effort because of that fantastic hardware, the side-mounted fingerprint sensor, the larger screen? Or do you just want to stick with global ROM devices? Let me know in the comments. Again, thank you, James. I'll be back very soon with my first impressions and unboxing of the Honor Magic 7 Pro RSR Porsche design. And of course, I'm leaving it till the very end. I'm going to try and appease some people that take offense to me promoting my own store. You can buy the Huawei Mate 70 Pro Plus and many, many other devices from the Average Dad Tech Store, where I and James work diligently to bring you the best prices and answer your questions as quick as possible. Until next time.